Woods report. Now, we're going to go quick on this one. We just finished doing the Breakfast Club from 8:29. Now we're doing 8:30.
Okay.
Hot topics. Okay. Little Baby in Vegas with Chris Brown. Little Baby is a rapper. He should already be on there. He did a concert with, he was in with Chris Brown.
I don't have Little Baby.
We'll put Little Baby. She writes down all the rappers because she don't know who they are.
Little or Lil?
Lil Baby. So anyway, he was at the casino. He won $1 million.
Come on now.
In blackjack.
How he win $1 million?
He won $1 million.
So he just kept going?
He won $1 million in blackjack, and he gave $10,000 to each one of his friends.
Wow.
So I would love to be his friend.
He taxes on that too.
I'm sure he does.
Wow. How many times was he playing? He must have doubled them.
Right. Charlamagne said he has a documentary out on Amazon called Untrapped, and he said that it was really good.
Okay.
And he said that it was
he has enough. He's old enough to have a documentary.
I guess.
I
guess he's famous enough to have a documentary.
Okay.
But the thing about it, Charlamagne said the thing that interests him about the documentary was showing the background of them cleaning up Atlanta during the Olympics, to bring the Olympics there. And they was getting rid of arresting everybody and running people out of the. Remember how they was in Chicago? They do that
to clean the streets.
To clean the streets up, yeah. To get it ready for the Olympics.
And all them be tight on that. Security wise.
So he said it's good to even watch it for that. You see the background of the city of Atlanta getting ready for the Olympics.
Okay.
It's on Amazon. It's called Untrapped, and it's a documentary on Lil Baby.
Untrapped. Okay.
They talked about the athlete. His name is Ja Moran. He was smart. He bought a house and then he bought the house next to it, and then he bought another house next to it.
How did he do that? The houses was all empty?
He might have just bought the people out of their houses. I don't know.
Oh.
But he bought the whole block, and he moved his family on that block.
Come on.
They said that was smart.
Rather than building.
No, they say these are
better than,
these are houses that's a lot of land and
because some people
money.
Do that with their land. They buy a whole big 40, 30 acres.
But he was saying that was smart because they hold it's like a cul-de-sac. They own that whole block, the whole family.
So he must have bought people out.
He might have.
The whole area is not.
But I think that's smart
for sale,
especially if you can get rid of people, and it could be your family next to you versus people you don't know.
Your aunt next door, your
cousin or whatever
down the street.
The rapper Sway Lee.
Wait a minute, but who again did that?
Oh, he's an athlete.
Okay.
Sway Lee, he's a rapper. He's expecting a child. I guess it's Swaylee. I don't know.
Okay.
He's expecting a child. They was just saying congratulations to him.
Ridiculous. Okay, go ahead.
They talked about this artist. He's not a rapper. Named Russ. He canceled a European tour. And he said because he had mental issues, a mental health issue.
Is that another one that came up? Because you mentioned somebody else did that. Canceling something because of some mental, take time off kind of thing. Oh, yeah,
probably. I don't remember who it
different opinions on that. Okay.
Well, they said he canceled his European tour. Oh, yeah, we was talking about what does it hurt more, the people at the concert or the people performing with you. And this rapper named Lil Pump came out. Lil Pump is a rapper. He's a white guy. I think you saw him with Comb Over. Comb Over brought him on stage when he was running for president. Because he was trying to be cool with rappers.
Wow.
He brought Lil Pump out there, little white guy, rapper.
Lil Pump. And
he was talking about how Russ is a punk and all this other stuff and a B, calling him a word, all names, because he talking about he can't deal with. You need to push through those mental issues, and you a weak man and all this. And Charlamagne, you know, he's big on mental.
I know he went after him.
And so he went after him. He gave him donkey of the day.
He sounded like Comb Over talking about McCain being a white soldier
because he got captured. But he gave him Lil Pump donkey of the day for making fun of Rush, canceling his tour, and he said he tired of people not taking mental health serious when people say that they have a problem. So then Envy said he understood, but then he said there's another part to him that it's like sometimes people use that as an excuse because you can't really tell if somebody has a mental issue.
You don't know.
Whereas calling in, you could call in work and say, I can't come in today because I have mental problems.
Mental health day.
Whereas other people, if it's sick, people could be like, well, bring me a doctor's note, or when mental health, you can't. So Charlamagne was like, it's none of your business why a person is saying they got mental health. They don't have to show you. So the Envy and them was kind of going back and forth. He said, I kind of see both sides. Why people sometimes don't take it serious because people could use it as an excuse.
It's like the woman. It's like they don't take it serious when a woman cries, he touched me, he raped me, or whatever.
When somebody lying about it all the time.
They lied about it because you're really trying to make this a very important issue.
So that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't know how you would explain that.
Jobs have to probably. Here's the thing: they may have to have a cutoff number of you calling in for mental day off, because you normally have personal days. Your personal days can be your mental day off, no matter what's going on with you. You can be the lady at my desk next
Maybe
to me
you do have to go to a doctor, because if we go to a physical doctor, you could go to a mental doctor.
But they have to
sign off for you not being there.
I don't even know what test would they take.
I don't know. You got to sit down and talk to somebody.
Wow.
That means your company going to have to pay for it. It's got to be part of your health program.
They may let you go too.
They can't do that. They'll get fired. I mean, they'll get they'll get sued.
Because they'll say you because of your mental statement.
That's medical. You could say that's medical. You can't fire me for being sick.
Well, then you have to be let go. Maybe we'll still pay you.
I don't know.
Because think about it. If your mental has something to do with your job, then you can't do your job.
That's true. So I don't know. That's a tough one. So that's a tough one.
Okay.
So then they talked about Jennifer Lopez. She has a show coming up. And she had dancers come to audition. And apparently, this is what they saying. Fox LA said she walked into the place where they was rehearsing the dancing, and she asked if anybody was a Virgo to raise their hand. And all the Virgos raised their hand, and she asked them to leave. So I guess she didn't want any Virgos.
Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
What's her?
I wonder if she did that because y'all birthdays are coming up, and she don't want nobody saying they got to take off because they have a birthday or something.
Was her ex a Virgo?
I don't know. So nobody knows if it's true, and if it is true, why she did that.
So she will be questioned.
Why did you get rid of all the Virgos?
If that went viral, you know she's going to get some letters.
So Charlamagne, of course, because Envy is a Virgo.
She is.
No, Envy. DJ Envy.
Oh, DJ Envy. What's his date?
I don't know. But Charlamagne had to be funny and say, I know why she let Virgo men go, because they're liars. And DJ Envy said, what? He said she don't want any liars.
So he was throwing shade on
Throwing shade at.
You know, they do
it all the time. So they bickered back and forth with that. So then they talked about Britney Spears.
That's a good one.
Britney Spears turned down an interview with Oprah. Oprah wanted to interview with Britney Spears, and she turned it down.
She don't want her reading into her life.
People act like nobody could turn an interview down with Oprah.
Wow.
Britney Spears can.
Britney is weird. They said for her to turn one down with Oprah, she got some mental issues.
So they talked about Chris Rock. He turned down the Oscars. They wanted him to host the Oscars, of course, next year. And he said no.
Why would he say yes?
I wouldn't say yes.
I wouldn't either.
And relive getting smacked on stage
and
again.
Don't come at him. Don't come at him.
He said no. So then they talk about Megan Thee Stallion. I told you it's going to be a quick show. Megan Thee Stallion, she's going to be in the next episode of She-Hulk. There's a She-Hulk. You know the Hulk? The Hulk? I mean Hulk.
Yeah.
The Hulk.
A Hulk.
There's a She-Hulk. There's a She-Hulk.
Yeah, she's a lawyer.
Megan Thee Stallion is supposed to be in the episode 4 of She-Hulk.
Okay. We're going to see that because she's a big girl, too.
I don't know.
She don't even have to turn green.
She could fight She-Hulk.
Yeah, before she turns.
Thank you.
She-Hulk.
She can fight She-Hulk when she turns.
Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know. I got to see this one, though.
She can. I know what they'll do. She-Hulk a turn, and then Megan Thee Stallion a twerk on her.
You know what?
So they talked about
watching that.
Pooh Shiesty. I think you got his name on there already.
No,
rapper.
I don't.
Pooh Shiesty?
What the heck?
I talked about him before.
No, you didn't.
You wasn't writing it then. Pooh Shiesty.
How do you spell this?
Pooh Shiesty. Pooh, I think. Shiesty. I think I don't know. But I talked about him going to prison. I talked about him. He was the one that I said was posing with the money, and the FBI looked at the numbers on the money. That's Pooh Shiesty. Yeah. Well, he said he has a word to the brothers that's still out, and he said, you know, you can go to jail while you in jail.
Yeah.
He said the police don't stop looking when you in jail, in prison, which means you could get more prison time while you in prison.
Oh, I was like, what is he talking about?
He said they don't stop watching you because you in prison. So apparently somebody must have been doing something. He like, you big dummies, because you in prison, they still watching you.
Oh.
And then Charlamagne said he gonna send.
Some people still do they manage.
But you gonna get more time. You gonna get more time.
They gotta prove that though.
See, that's stupid.
You gotta come out and go through court
again.
It's
just stupid. That. It's dumb.
Okay.
Just do your time and don't do nothing. Just wash dishes.
You got some leaders.
Do whatever you need to do in prison to get out.
But you got some leaders in there still pushing.
I know. If I'm a lifer, yes, I'm gonna do what I need. But if I got time. And I can get out. Why would I add more time? That makes no sense.
I can't imagine being a lifer.
Yeah, if I'm a lifer, I'll be acting up.
Whew, Lord Jesus.
So,
go ahead.
Okay, so he talked about Charlamagne said he's going to send him some books, some good books to strengthen his mind and his personality, his character and all that.
Okay.
They talked about the Fulton County DA, Atlanta. That's the one that's locking all of them up. That black lady, the DA of Atlanta.
Okay.
Fulton County.
Uh-huh.
Her name is Fannie Willis. And she says people are mad at her because she uses rap lyrics against them when they go to court. You put in your music.
Yeah.
I think she should. Remember we talked about this last time.
Yes.
I don't think you should use people's rap lyrics if they don't do anything.
How would you know that though?
Because if I'm arresting
you're writing about something,
if I'm arresting you, I'm not arresting you because of your rap lyrics. I'm arresting you because I have evidence that you did something. Okay, but I will use your rap lyrics against you.
Lyrics. Okay.
And this one man called in because they had people call in, and I agree with him. He said it's the same as when they say anything that you say can be held against you in the court of law. Mm-hmm. Why can't your rap song be held against you in the court of law? If you killed your wife and you rap about killing a wife, I'm using that if I'm the DA. Sorry. I don't care if you are telling a story.
A good lawyer can get him off, though, on that one.
Well, she's saying that a lot of people... You have to have evidence now. I agree.
A good lawyer.
To me, it's not just the rap lyrics. Mm-hmm. But I would use that in my case.
As much as
to strengthen my case.
Strengthen your case.
And she's saying, these dummies, I told you these kids that they are stupid. Mm. They put the stolen money, like Pooh Shiesty, with the FBI. You making the job easy for the police. They don't even have to do anything.
The Chicago police even said that. They said... they're videotaping. They're doing the cars spinning in the streets, and they got license plates. They know they see you
in the car.
Said, we don't have to come that night. We got you on camera. We gonna come get your car later, and you got to pay $5,000-$10,000 to get it back.
Or we gonna bust you on something, and we gonna use that against you.
Anything on camera. Is in the police is saying that helps us. That helps us.
But she said if you think, and she a tough black DA. Wow. She said if you think in my county, you gonna rob people's houses. She talking about the ones that was robbing the celebrities' houses. The one I told you, Marlo and Mariah Carey. Yeah, they got picked up, and they have rap music with all the stuff that they did in their music.
Oh no.
She said if you think for one instance you gonna come in my county, act a fool, rob people, and sing about it, and I'm not going to use that against you.
I hope she don't get death threats.
Oh, she's been getting death threats.
I'm sure.
I told you, what's his name? Thug. Mm-hmm. His people said stop doing death threats against her.
Oh, yes.
You make it harder for him to get out when you do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Why can't Chicago DAs do this?
I don't know.
They must be corrupt. Sorry, I think they are.
They got to do
along with the police department.
No, because they got a new guy that's in. They came in. They just replaced him he's from Texas. So I don't think we're corrupt like that.
We corrupt because why we not cracking down like these other?
But they're not rappers and stuff with singing music.
No, they are rappers.
Chicago?
Yeah, they rappers. They rap about what they do.
Well, how we know they not doing that too? They just not airing it out like her. They don't want death threats on them.
They don't want death
telling
threats.
Their secret.
That's what
doing.
It is. They don't want their
she
kids.
Bold.
To get, yeah, she going out.
Come at me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
She must be a spiritual woman. Yeah. Yeah.
Got the angels of the Lord watching over her.
Yep.
You go, girl. That's all I can say.
So then they talked about John Wall, NBA player. He said he contemplated suicide several times, and he stopped therapy.
That's mental. And
that's why he's talking about
health.
it. He said
God.
he went to therapy, and people shouldn't be ashamed to go get help when you need it. He said he had a lot of deaths back to back. His mom, his father, I think, his grandmother, friends, people. It was all back to back, and he said he had mental breakdown, and he was contemplating committing suicide. He went and got help.
Go with them.
So he was saying, get help when you need it.
Yes, Lord. Don't worry about what people say. It's about you.
Exactly.
Yes.
So then LeBron James and his sons are on this cover of Sports Illustrated.
Oh.
So that's good.
How many sons did he get?
2, I think, and both of them on there.
Okay. Did somebody make a negative comment about his
I
son?
told you about that guy who was on the commentary.
Yes.
Talking about his son. And he was saying he's a high school basketball player. Leave him alone.
Oh,
wait till he starts to play professional before you start talking about him.
Yes.
So then they talked about Babyface. After the Versus, when he was on Versus, he said he gained 700,000 followers. And they all knew younger people. So it helped his career.
Oh my God. Versus help.
Versus can help you or it can break you like Omarion.
Introducing-
Omarion got kicked off the tour and everything.
But they was fussing and fighting at each other.
And Beats said, Switch Beats said they didn't take it serious.
No.
Babyface took it serious.
He and what's his name?
Yes.
That was my first Versus I saw. And I was like, and he was playing songs that I went, he did that one too. I forgot about that one. Yes. They was they're serious artists.
They took it serious.
You know, they take, and then they're older too.
Exactly.
So I don't know if that has anything to do with
So
it.
that was it. It was a quick show.
Oh, really?
Angela, he wasn't there. It kind of gave you a feel of what the show's going to be like without her being
like
there.
That. They're gonna need
I don't think
somebody
it's going to, they got to put somebody else.
They got
because
to.
did Envy and Charlamagne together is not.
They need somebody else.
Something that's missing.
That.
They need a balance.
And maybe a female again.
They need a female and they need a balance.
Yes.
They need a female balance.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
All right. So that was it. Did you have anything else?
No. Donkey.
I did. I told you it was the Little Pump. For
saying
saying that.
he was
the donkey of the day.
Okay, got it.
All right, y'all. So that was it. You have anything else?
No, that was quick.
All right. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. YouTube is not a human being. It's a computer. So like, share, subscribe, and believe. All right?
Yes.
And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.